Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Recalibrating.
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
The target's weary.
A perfect conduit.
Roxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Meep.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location should still be safe. Could the ring be in that gas tank?
Good thing this gas tank is empty. Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was... There's one thing I must... Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out once some time has passed. Could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity.
What makes you think that will help?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. If it's okay, could you also please tell her... Don't worry. Even if Mom... Thank you.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this?
Yes. You might not believe me, but the things I see are always, that's all I've ever been.
It's all that kid.
She's serious.
I always try to avoid her.
Prophecies, she says.
It wasn't me. Sorry.
What good is saying you're...
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here.
If only she would.
I'm sorry. Every time, in the end. Sometimes I even wonder or if my very existence...
Vivian, you were just trying to be kind.
I can tell it's never been easy.
Thank you. No matter what, I hope no misfortune ever happens to... Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
Whoa.
In my memories, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? The fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Flip the switch.
Supporting the movement.
Loyalty.
Quick shot. The melody of combat.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed. I hope everything else goes...
Master Proxy,
Can you tell me a little more about your...
These premonitions I see are not within my control. Most of the time, I see death, deceit, but every time, without exception, they end up happening. That's all I have to say about it.
I don't mind at all. That's just who you are, Vivian.
I've always considered this
It's not a curse. If anything,
Thank you. Well, it's getting... into the previous clues. What Bringer left behind is hidden inside a vending machine. Looks like it isn't in here. Let's try this vending machine. It might be the one we're looking for. strange. There's nothing in here. This vending machine looks a little suspicious, too. This is it. But I don't know what...
Well, hello, Master. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look.
I would have protected the proxy, even if you had...
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worried...
Hang on, did you say companion?
Apologies. I didn't... I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate.
That's right. I was only able to slip in...
So, the whole time, you were only bidding on the...
I warned you before. You can't rely on...
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have... As you've probably heard, mocking so... Disclosing our identities to you. Your trust is... Mockingbird's purpose is very simple.
We need your ability.
Before you make any decisions, we all know there isn't people from Tops splurge. Of course. Besides, well, somebody has to do something to... And thus Mockingbird was born. If you ask me, that...
You do have a point.
Thank you. I knew if... However, aside from these as you know, the Exaltists are plotting to... We can provide you with all the latest intel. And the most crucial part, we share the same goal. How about this? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him. Of course, you're welcome.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along...
Great. It's a deal. Consider it a souvenir.
For now, we'll carefully...
How about it? Will you work with me?
Correct. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family,
Then my family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with...
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, why don't we celebrate our new partnership? Having a drink before undertaking...
As an outsider...
By the way, you aren't the...
You don't have to worry about...
All right, let's leave it at...
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him!
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you...
Yes, I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled!
He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, like Hugo here, who is willing to only someone with the means and the gumption.
But
it's all over now, and the results are obvious. As for the rest of you,
But Father,
As I've told you before, there's only room for... This is all for your own good. Do you...
Yes!
That... It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite... You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way. Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.